Angela Barrick, Katrina Reimnitz, Sarah Foos, and Jennifer Hoffman. And now the starting lineups. First, at one guard for Freeman, a 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Eli Hofer. And at a guard for Armour, a 5'11" senior, number 22, Dean Voigt. At a guard for Freeman, a 5'11" junior, number 22, Nathan Walter. And at a guard for Armour, a 6'1" senior, number 34, Chris Peters. At one forward for Freeman, a 6'2" senior, number 32, John Schultz. And at a forward for Armour, a 6'1" junior, number 30, Chris Pfeiffer. At a forward for Freeman, a 6'2" junior, number 42, Jeff Schultz. And at a forward for Armour, a 6'3" senior, number 32, Austin Ledabor. At center for Freeman, a 6'6" junior, number 50, Ryan Reiner. And at center for Armour, a 6'3" junior, number 24, Tony Knorr. Assistant coaches for Freeman, Rory Hermson. Assistant for Armour, Ron Weber. Head coaches for this evening for the Flyers of Freeman, Wayne Pfeiffer. And for the Armour Packers, Bernal Glanzer.
And Wakanda Gayville and the co-op won the football championship. Jeff Schultz controls the tap to brother John Schultz for Freeman. And Eli Hofer will run it the other way for the Flyers. Eli Hofer, Nathan Walter. This is John Schultz, Jeff Schultz, and Ryan Reiner in the starting lineup for Freeman. Walter for three. Nathan Walter had 31 points against Armour in that game they played earlier this year. Chris Peters, Dean Voigt. This is Austin Ledabor, who's been awesome. Had a great game last night, 24 points in the semifinal win. This is Peters, Chris Pfeiffer, Tony Knorr, and this is Dean Voigt. Man-to-man with Walter on Ledabor. Jeff Schultz checks Tony Knorr. John Schultz on Chris Peters. Peters from 17 feet won't go, and rebounded by Jeff Schultz. Walter. Nathan Walter has all 5 points in the ball game, 5-0 Freeman.
Armour didn't come out and pick him up the last two times down the floor. Nathan Walter just been able to sit out on the point or on the wing all by himself. That time he drove in and hit two off glass.
Ledabor inside, Austin Ledabor. 6'3" senior, making his 4th straight tournament appearance. 24 points, 5 assists last night as Armour beat Sioux Falls Christian in the semifinals. Freeman got by Sully Buttes last night. Eli Hofer with the miss, and Dean Voigt at 5'11", the senior, rebounds very well for Armour. Ledabor, very dangerous all over the court. Can shoot the three, can put it on the dribble. Take it to the basket, dish off. John Schultz, right back at him, blocked by Ledabor, and he gets it and takes it the other way. Ahead to Chris Pfeiffer. Voigt off his hands and off his head.
Finally got the handle, got the ball back. Armour content pulling it out, looking for the good shot.
Peters. No, Ryan Reiner rebounds. He and Tony Knorr get hooked up, but it's going to be a foul on Tony Knorr. Ryan Reiner inside at 6'6". Knorr at 6'3".
And it looked like Tony Knorr had him boxed out just for a second, but then he left his feet and backed into him, and thus the foul was called.
Jeff Schultz quick inside, off glass. 7-2 Freeman.
And Jeff Schultz is quick for a big man, big solid guy underneath for Freeman.
Dean Voigt. Straight away off glass, first two for Voigt, 7-4. Freeman just underway. State B championship game. Eli Hofer, the point guard for Freeman. Walter for three. He hit one from there just a minute ago. No, this time it's Peters rebounds. Chris Pfeiffer open on the baseline. Armour bench wanted Pfeiffer to take that one. Kind of some strange matchups. Chris Pfeiffer and Ryan Reiner. Ledemore checked by Walter.
Took his eye off the ball.
Yep.
I think we'll find out tonight. Both coaches very vocal on the sidelines. Pernell Glanzer gets a little excited at times and hops out on the court.
TV timeout, 4:48 to play in the first. Freeman 7, Armour 4. That's the relationship. Packers in the Colorado shuffle. Chris Peters makes it a one-point ball game. 7-6, Freeman. Flyers ran out to a 5-0 lead. At the midway point of the first quarter, inside to Reiner, and Voigt got him on the wrist. Looking inside to Reiner. Ryan Reiner, the transfer from Trip Delmont this year, and a little too much spin on it. Rebound backside by Pfeiffer. Ahead to Peters. Chris Peters slashing. Got fouled before he went down. Freeman man-to-man. Schultz checks Walter on Ledemore. Pfeiffer. 17-footer, no, and a monster rebound by Jeff Schultz. 4 juniors in the starting lineup for Freeman. John Schultz, the only senior.
Mentioned Armour's 4th consecutive state tournament. Also Austin Ledemore's 4th consecutive state tournament. Yet to win a state B championship.
And he really wants to have a good game tonight. He had a good one last night on TV, but he was saying just hasn't really had a great game in a state tournament. And he wants to win a state championship before he gets out of there. Colorado shuffle, and Walter couldn't get it to go again. Rebound by Peters. Both teams a little cool. Excellent look inside to Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer snuck behind the defense. I don't think anybody saw him standing underneath the hoop. Got an easy layup. Off glass.
Chris Peters was the only one that saw him standing there. 2:02 to play in the first. Armour with its first lead at 8-7. Josh Hofer on the offensive glass. And it's taken away by Pfeiffer. Ledemore the other way. Austin Ledemore. Strong. Count it.
That pumps up the Packer faithful, including his head coach.
Little hesitation at the wing.
Great
Saw the
move.
opening. Foul was on Ryan Reiner. Five points for Ledemore. 4-point lead.
Schultz. Little touch pass right on the other side of the lane, and saw Reiner standing there, and easy two.
Packers by 2, excuse me. Ledemore for 3, a little bit short. Josh Hofer rebounds, and Chris Pfeiffer reached in and picked up the foul. No. Another rebound for Pfeiffer. He and Dean Voigt really rebound well at the guards for Armour. And Peters shuffled his feet, trying to make a move. John Schultz will check back in. Pernell Glanzer in his 22nd year at Armour. 2 state championships under him. He is a Freeman High School graduate. Back in 1971, Pernell graduated from Freeman. John Schultz, 16-footer. In and out. Brother Jeff cleans it up. 4 for Jeff Schultz. Tied at 11. 25 seconds to play, first quarter. Armour bench calling out for 1. Peters will dribble it down to about 10. And then trigger it. There's the game clock in your lower right-hand corner. Voigt, the three, no. Schultz rebounds. And that's going to be it in the first quarter, and we're back where we started, all tied up. Stayed with it. Armour back to the, Freeman rather, back to the man-to-man, even off the inbounds. Austin Ledebour. Dean Voigt, 12-footer, short. Jeff Schultz with another rebound. Both teams man-to-man. Tony Knorr inside, tried to handle Jeff Schultz. A little strong on the turnaround, and Ledebour got a hand on it. It'll stay at the Freeman end. Jeff Schultz and Nathan Walter, the leading scorers for Freeman. Both average 15 a game. As Josh Hofer checks out. Eli Hofer back in. John Schultz off the inbounds. Ryan Reiner was over the back of Ledebour. No call, but the Packers get it anyway.
Here's a quick look at our Norwest first quarter stats. Both teams a little slow out of the box. 36% Freeman shooting from the field. Meanwhile, Armour a little better at 42%. Just one three-pointer, that by Nathan Walter for Freeman. Just one free throw for Armour. Freeman has yet to shoot a free throw. They're tied in rebounds.
Ties us back up at 13. Knorr, the junior, Ledebour, the senior. That's a three-pointer, no. Pfeiffer there again, no. Chris Pfeiffer. 6 for Pfeiffer. 15-13 Armour. Chris Pfeiffer's dad is Wayne Pfeiffer. Wayne Pfeiffer is the Freeman coach. Too many connections that don't really mean anything, huh? Schultz couldn't get it to go, and he picked up a foul going after the rebound. There's the initial shot. He was over Tony Knorr's back trying to get the rebound. First on Schultz. Each team with 4 team fouls. 6:15 to play, second quarter. Armour with a 2-point lead, 15-13. Tony Knorr. Tough shot for Tony. His first 2 points. 17-13 Armour.
Armour kind of spreading it around a little bit. Both teams shooting a little cold from the field. Tony Knorr, his first shot at a hoop, and he makes it count.
Back inside, Jeff Schultz. 6 now for the muscle man. Back to a 2-point game. Tony Knorr and Austin Ledebour, the great 1-2 punch for Armour. Knorr again, a little short on that one. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Problem was it didn't go through the rim first.
Pernell Glanzer telling his Packers to kind of move the ball around a little bit, look for a better shot.
Reiner and Knorr really muscling inside. Josh Hofer almost walked with it. Packers got a hand on it. Ledebour the other way. Another excellent pass inside by Ledebour. Chris Peters. And the Packers with that 2-point lead. Walter. Nathan Walter got it to spin in. 7 for Walter. Tied at 17.
Last time down the court, it looked like Ledebour tried to force it in the inside. Just Flyers stepped right out in front, picked it off, and converted down to a layup. 14 is Chris Gehring for Armour, and they say that is off of Chris Peters' hands. Freeman basketball. We are tied at 17. 4:40. Freeman back on top by 2. Ledebour for 3. Austin Ledebour got that one on line. 8 now for Ledebour. Armour back up by 1. Straight man-to-man still by the Packers.
John Schultz on the wing, looking inside for brother Jeff. Got him. Off glass again. 10 for Jeff Schultz.
Jeff Schultz matching up with Austin Ledebor underneath.
Look at that from Brookings. South Dakota State at home wipes out Nebraska Kearney 102-83 in the North Central Region semifinals. So it'll be a rematch with Fort Hays State of that game last year down at Fort Hays, where Fort Hays beat them 99-90 in the region final. Women's action up in Fargo. Northern State season comes to an end, beaten by the number 2 seed North Dakota 88-70. Skyforce wins again 98-86 over the Beach Dogs tonight. Here at the B, Freeman by 1, 21-20. Tony Knorr, 4 for Knorr. Armour back up 22-21.
Freeman looking for a little backside help. Got there about a second late, and Tony Knorr made him pay.
Freeman's had some success inside, knocked away by Gehring to Voigt. And they'll wait for Austin Ledebor, and Ledebor from about 25 feet straight away. It was in and came back out. Rebounded by Jeff Schultz.
That almost touched the bottom of the net before it came out.
Eli Hofer misses 3. Voigt rebound. Ledebor head up, looking. So Voigt, and that's a tough matchup for Ryan Reiner. Nathan Walter back the other way. Gehring bumped him on the way up. And it was Ledebor that came down hard.
Went down hard. See the hard drive inside by Walter. He goes up. Couple slaps, couple bodies along the way, and
yeah, fortunate that Austin didn't get hurt there. Just 59%, but that's what they've shot on the season. And Freeman back up by 1, 23-22. Chris Gehring to Peters. Guarded by John Schultz. Ledebor right out in front, and it's blocked by Reiner. Reach in on Walter.
Freeman doing a good job collapsing down inside when the ball goes down into the inside, and Ledebor's got a couple good looks down in, and Flyers collapse down on him.
Freeman, 1:20 to play before the half. The dump down low to Knorr. Crowd wanted a bump foul on Schultz, didn't get it. Here's Tony again, slashing. No. And they call him for the foul. Ryan Reiner stepped in. Reiner on the backside. No, rebounded by Ledebor. Butch pushing it the other way. 3-on-2, little scoop to Tony Knorr, taken away by Eli Hofer.
Lightning quick. Saw that one coming all the way down the court, just stepped in front of it and picked it.
Foul's going to go on Dean Voigt, trying to get through the pick by Reiner. Nathan Walter pull up from 8 feet. Not going to go. Rebounded by Reiner, though. Ryan Reiner got us to go with the buzzer. 6 in the half for Reiner, and the bucket gives Freeman a 5-point lead at the half, 27-22. Another look at it. There's about 3 seconds left right now. Comes right off in front to Ryan Reiner. 27-22, Freeman at the half. Brunel Glanzer wanted an over-the-back call on Reiner. Didn't get it. 6 for Reiner, 10 for Jeff Schultz at the half.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we again direct your attention to the center of the floor for the award that has become known as the Spirit of 6. The Spirit of 6 award was created as a memorial for the 6 cheerleaders from Rapid City who lost their lives in an airplane accident while returning to Rapid City from the 1968 Boys State A basketball tournament. The award is based upon the cheerleaders' abilities displayed in the areas of crowd control, sportsmanship, enthusiasm, behavior on the court, and dress. Fred Robinson and Bill Stahl from the South Dakota Peace Officers Association is proud to present the trophy in memory of the 6 Rapid City cheerleaders to the cheerleaders from Armour High School. Members of the cheerleading squad are Heather Wright, Angela Berrick, Katrina Reinitz, Sarah Foose, and Jennifer Hoffman. Cheerleading advisor for Armour is Karen Anderson. Again, Spirit of 6 award winner. We want to once again direct your attention to the center of the floor for the presentation of the Spirit of Sioux Award. The Spirit of Sioux Award was created as a memorial for Sue Ann Big Crow. She was best known for her accomplishments on the basketball court, but academic achievement and community involvement were equally important to her. The Spirit of Sioux Award is given to an outstanding high school athlete participating at this tournament who not only shares Sue Ann's dreams and drive for academic and athletic excellence, but also strives to make life better for others through community service. The beautiful colors of the quilt are symbolic of the 4 races of people. Sue Ann had a dream that all races could complement each other and live in harmony, thus making the world as beautiful as the quilt we award tonight. Terry Albers, Fred Schmidt, and Bill Stahl of the Fraternal Order of Police are proud to present the Spirit of Sioux Award to Chris Peters from Armour High School.
Underway, second half. Eli Hofer, John Schultz, Josh Schultz. This is Nathan Walter and Ryan Reiner for Freeman. Austin Ledebor back to Armour. Pulls up from 17. Tough shot, wouldn't go. Knorr rebounds. Tony Knorr inside. That's off the back iron. Knorr again. Tony Knorr, the junior, makes it a 3-point ball game. Knorr, Chris Peters, Dean Voigt, and Tris Pfeiffer for Armour. Man-to-man, they go inside to Ryan Reiner. Long rebound to Eli Hofer, sets up Walter for 3. Nathan Walter a little short, and Chris Pfeiffer rebound. Tony Knorr to Dean Voigt. Too hard, and Jeff Schultz rebound. Not a whole lot of offense in that first half either. 27-22 at the half. Armour beat Freeman during the regular season, 72-61. This guy had 31 in that game, though, for Armour. Nathan Walter, 5-point lead. Freeman 29, Armour 24, just underway second half. Chris Gehring checked in when Dean Voigt checked out with those 4 fouls. Ledebor being chased on the baseline by Walter. This is Chris Pfeiffer. Couldn't get the roll at Eli Hofer at 5'10", went up and took it off the rim. Hofer missed 4 games during the season with a stress fracture in his right foot, and that's going to be only 73 losses in 22 years. Pfeiffer from 14. Still can't get it to go, but rebounded by Gehring. Chris Gehring from 14, and it's rebounded again by Schultz. Ahead to John Schultz. Jeff Schultz spinning, but he walked before he got it up. So quick, and almost too quick that time.
And you saw him shrug his shoulders like, what do I got to do to get the ball to drop? He's been rather quiet the last few minutes before halftime.
Peters to Ledabor. Austin Ledabor leaning. He'll get 2 shots. Foul goes on Nathan Walter. Austin Ledabor so tough to handle. The up, the under. He's got that great spin move reminiscent of Uncle Pat. Pat Friedel, who played at Armour. Graduated in '85. Nine points now for Austin Ledabor. Got them both, and Armour is back within 3 at 29-26.
And I think he feels every time he touches the ball, he can score. He just wants it. Sign of a good player. Make something happen for Armour.
Josh Hofer is number 20. Off to cousin Eli to Nathan Walter. More rebounds. Ledabor back the other way. A 3 will tie it for Armour. Chris Peters from 16 feet. Gets the Packers back within 1. 4 for Peters. It's 29-28 Freeman. See if they can lock it up again on this end. Eli Hofer for 3, a little short. Tony Knorr, strong rebound to Ledabor.
Freeman just can't buy a bucket this early on in this third period.
This guy already is. Austin Ledabor, 4-year starter for the Packers. His team down by 1. It's 29-28 Freeman. Ledabor inside. Spin and got Reiner in the air. Count it. Ledabor on Schultz inside. Eli Hofer, no. Rebounded by Ledabor. Ahead to Peters. Hofer got a hand on it. A couple of football stars going after it. Reiner rebounds the miss. Little motion offense, close to a 5-second call on Freeman. Armour up by 2, 31-29, 2:40 to play, third quarter of the State B Championship. Armour has been here 3 years straight before this. Hofer couldn't get it to go. Josh Hofer again to the state tournament. Chris Gehring looking baseline. Ledabor wants it down low. Peters had it taken away by John Schultz. Minutes to play in the third. Eli Hofer got Peters up. Hofer off glass.
Nice running shot. They just keep switching off and fronting him and double teaming him.
Ledabor's 3 is short, but Pfeiffer with some hustle got it back to Bush. Ledabor this time off glass, no.
May have been their train of thought.
Ledabor short again, rebounded by Tony Knorr, who came slashing down the lane. By 3. There's the game clock in your lower right-hand corner. Chris Gehring to Chris Peters. Ledabor's got position. Turn around, no. Tony Knorr again. And Eli Hofer with the steal, and Freeman will play it for 1 to end the third. Jeff Schultz, no. Josh Hofer backside, had position. Hofer up and in. And a quick 5-point burst by Freeman has given the Flyers a 5-point lead after 3 quarters. Should be a great fourth. Don't go anywhere. Looking for Ledabor. Checked by Walter. Ledabor got a step on him, blocked by Reiner. Taken away by Tony Knorr, and Chris Peters Peters back the other way. Letterbore is ahead of the crowd. Austin Letterbore. 15 now for Letterbore. It's back to a 1-point game.
Freeman a little tentative on the offensive side of the ball. They didn't really know if they wanted to stay outside or go inside. Tossed it inside. They weren't really ready for it. Ended up in a turnover and 2 points for Armour.
Jeff Schultz right back at him.
Pointers just 1 for the Packers, 2 for Freeman. 4 of 5 free throws for Armour, 2 of 3 for Freeman. And turnovers now 10 for Armour, just 6 for the Flyers in the turnover category.
Letterbore had it on line again, a 3 that would have tied it. But Freeman takes a 3-point lead the other way. 5:32 to play in the fourth. 40-37 Freeman. Jeff Schultz again back out to Nathan Walter. Straightaway 3 is short. Reiner over the back of Letterbore. Letterbore, a 6'3 senior. Tony Norris, 6'3 junior. Here's Knorr to Peters. 17-footer good. 8 for the championship thus far. Tied up at 11 after 1. Can Butch get up and hammer one? Yeah, it doesn't matter. He made it anyway. Dean Boyd is back in for the Packers. On the rebound, and Chris Pfeiffer had a good box on the backside. Armour down by 1. This is Gehring, who's in for Voigt. Pack trying to execute a little offense. Letterbore for 3. Little strong, and Reiner rebound.
Double teaming the big boys from Freeman.
Tony Knorr inside, got loose, had it slapped away by Schultz. Letterbore for 3 in the corner. Austin Letterbore. Now more important than ever to run a little offense, get the shot you want. Of course, they'll look for Letterbore if they can. Pfeiffer, though, from 14. Hangs on the rim. Chris Pfeiffer got the roll.
Big move into the paint, and easy 2.
10 seconds left. They're not going to call a timeout. They're going to let Letterbore go to work on Nathan Walter. Letterbore.
What it's all about right here.
Austin Letterbore. Chris Peters with 2 on the clock. 1. He got it off. And we're going to overtime. Got the shot off at the end of regulation. Chris Peters' 12-footer was just a little bit short. And we are in overtime of the State B Championship. Freeman up by 2. 48-46. 3:30 to play in the overtime. Peters, 17-footer, no. Rebounded, though, by Pfeiffer. Letterbore for 3. Austin Letterbore.
Only Eli Hofer's 5th point, the first 3 of the night, but it comes at the most important time of the game. Good players start to shine when the game's on the line.
Letterbore for 3 again.
Oh!
Austin Letterbore. Packers will look for guess who. Letterbore checked by Josh Hofer now. 2 minutes to play in the OT.
Amazing how quiet this place can get with this many people in here for a State B championship. Won't be quiet for long.
And I think they'll run it all the way down if Freeman will let them here. Keep running the shuffle. Pick on the baseline. Pick down. Come up to the free throw line to get the ball. And now Freeman turns up the D a little bit. 1 minute, 15 seconds to play in the overtime. Armour takes another timeout. 16 out of 18 from the line in the tournament. Freeman, or Armour rather, uses its 3rd. Big free throw for the junior. Freeman up by 2. Stays 2. Peters rebounds. 13, 12, 10 on the clock. Ledabor will get one shot to either win it or send it to double overtime. That's a 3 on the way.
Austin Ledabor. Holy mackerel.
Oh, my. 2 seconds are left on the clock. Seconds left. Freeman's got to go the length of the floor. Walter with the inbounds. Jeff Schultz is there. He's not going to get a shot off, and Armour has won the State B championship. Austin Ledabor's three-pointer with 2 seconds left has given the Packers just what they came here for. Their 4th straight trip to the state tournament. Had yet to win it. But for seniors, Austin Ledabor, Chris Peters, and Bernell Glanzer. His 3rd state championship. They won it in 78, 79, and now in 1997. Bernell and company get it done. They will finish the season with a 20-2 record. We're going to try to get a word in with Bernell. They will award the runner-up trophy and the state championship trophy. Let's go down and talk to Bernell Glanzer. John?
Bernell, tell me what you're feeling right now. A lot of pride. Our kids didn't really play very well, didn't shoot the ball very well, but never ever quit. That technical foul, not thinking, make that bad pass out in front. All those things could have knocked a lesser mentally tough team right out. They could have quit. They never did.
Talk about the character of this team. They just, like you said, they never gave up. Never thought they were down and out, did they?
Well, good teams find a way to win even if they don't play very well.
What can you say about Austin Ledabor?
Well, he didn't have a very good first half. Didn't shoot the ball well. 1 for 7, 1 for 8 from three-point land. But he's a very confident young man. He decided he was going to do it. That's all I can say.
And the champions of the 1997 Boys State B basketball tournament are the Packers of Armour High School. Brett Gehring, Chris Gehring, John Wonder, Dean Voigt, Tony Knorr, Chris Pfeiffer, Austin Ledabor, Chris Peters, Drew Anderson, Jeff Gillum, Steve Miller, David Knorr, student manager Justin Semler, assistant coach Ron Weber, and accepting the trophy, head coach of the Armour Packers, Coach Bernell Glanzer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Armour Packers, your 1997 State B Boys Basketball champion. There will be a welcome home ceremony for Armour.
55-54, Armour in overtime wins the State B championship. Our American Dairy Association player of the game is none other than Austin Ledabor, the block on Nathan Walter in regulation. He had 20 points in regulation. He had 9 points in the overtime. 29 overall for Austin Ledebour, the senior from Armour, and he is our American Dairy Association Player of the Game, sponsored by your local dairy farmers who ask.
Got milk, baby.
Austin Ledebour.